Very well. We are at the last part of this Dragon Age Inquisition modding tutorial. So far, just to make a quick overview of the whole process, I remind you that we went through the process of downloading the tools, extracting files from the Dragon Age Inquisition mod maker, importing those files into a 3D editing software, in this case 3ds Max. After that, we saw a bit of the modding process that usually involves rotation, movement, scaling of all the strands involved. And after that, we saw how to import that modified mesh back into the mod maker. Yes? Good. I showed you at the end of the last video that I created a special folder, for the sake of this tutorial in particular. From that folder, I'm going to be merging the whole patch that is necessary for playing the mods in the game. Okay, let me see. Now, if you already had merged mods in the game, then you know that you have to use the mod manager, and that the mod manager will create a new folder in your settings. I'm going to show you here both at the same time. Here we have the mod manager. It shows you the the mods that I have installed for this test in particular. There is my head mod, as you can see, with the name that I gave it before. There's also another mod that I'm working on, a mod that I was trying to get running in Haven, but it's not going to happen, and other mods that I will obviously be linking in the description of this video. Obviously those that you can see when we are checking the final results. So, if I press merge here, what will happen is, in this folder of the Dragon Age Inquisition directory, there will be a new folder called like this, Patch Mod Manager Merge. Okay? Now, because I already did this before and I've been testing mods for the past few days, I have one, but it doesn't have the new hair, so I have to delete this, and now I can merge all of the new mods. To give you a general idea of how my mod folder looks like, let me see if I have it. Okay, no, I don't have it at hand. Okay, give a moment. Here we are. As you can see, I told you I created the mods, and then I placed a few mods of my liking to test this new hair. This is how it looks like. You have all the files just tossed there. If you want to be cleaner in this aspect, you can have them sorted by folders and stuff like that. But it's just a general idea that you can get on how the mod process goes when it comes to installing it in game. All of those mods show here, and I'm going to press merge, and it will let the mod manager run its codes. It will start creating the CAS files. This will take a few minutes, so be patient, and eventually it will tell you that the task was complete. As you can see, this automatically created a patch mod manager merge in my Dragon Age Inquisition folder. Okay, I'm not going to have you wait with me the minutes that this takes, so I'm going to jump straight to the results. In the next part of this video, you're going to be able to see the hair in game and how it looks like. So, a few things I want to remind you before we jump to that part. Remember, please, that in order to see hair mode in game, whether you are the user or the modder testing the game in the mod in your game, you have to keep the mesh settings in the options of the game in ultra. I tell you this now because if you don't have that setting, you will have to modify the setting, otherwise the hair will not show in general. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, I'm going to jump to the next part. We'll be back with you in a moment. Very well, here we are at the end of the tutorial. Here you can see the hair already in game. Yes, in general I think it looks pretty neat. There are a few things that I would work on, but well, that's not the point of this series in particular. It's just to give you a better grasp of what we are dealing with. Okay, let me check a moment. I'm going to be doing a bit of zoom in a few moments to see a few details on the hair that cannot be seen from this particular perspective. There we go. Okay, first thing I want to point out, there's always going to be clipping in the ears. I mean, you can avoid it, of course, by raising a few strands, particularly there. You can see it better from this angle, particularly that which is right above the ear. If you remember correctly, I didn't touch the strand when I was working with the hair, so that's how it was already in the game. You can check it, but it's not mandatory. You can always tweak the ear position if it's something that it bothers, or you can obviously modify the hair if it's something that you already feel confident in doing. Aside from that, I think that the twist on the ponytail looks pretty decent. There's no stretch meshes or stretch textures or anything of the sort. Like I said, that option in particular that we picked is very neat when it comes to doing the whole process of twisting the hair. Beside from that, I want to point out that there is, of course, a few things that still need to be worked with. Sorry. First and foremost, that strand there that I'm sure you can see floating right beside the forehead. It's something that if I want to work more on this hair, then I don't have to bother there, and there you can see it better. If I want to work more on it, then I will be working later on with the mod. Besides from that, the hair looks pretty neat. There are no dark spots, and I want to say that again because it's so rare with this hair. But then again, there are no dark spots here, there are no dark spots anywhere. It's just perfect. Okay, no, it's not perfect, I'm going to admit that, but considering my past with this hair, it's pretty damn nice not to have to worry about that. Aside for that, I think, I'm going to stop moving it in a few moments. Aside from that, I hope this tutorial helped you all with the whole process of modding Dragon Age Inquisition. And of course, if you have any questions or need anything or any sort of aid when it comes to doing these sort of things, please feel free to write a message in the comments or contact me via Tumblr and such. Well, this is all for me for now. I hope you have a nice day, evening. Adios.